Students, what's the most satisfying time a cheater got caught? My calculus study partner kept copying my homework and bragging about his natural math skills, not knowing I'm a graduate student teaching assistant who grades all the exams. I was taking undergraduate calculus to fulfill a prerequisite for my PhD program in applied mathematics. Figured it would be an easy A while I focused on my graduate research and TA responsibilities. The professor assigned study groups, and I got paired with Tyler, junior business major, confident personality, the type who thought charm could substitute for actual understanding. First week went fine. We'd meet in the library, work through problem sets. Tyler was struggling with basic derivatives, but I helped explain concepts. Man, you're really good at this stuff, Tyler said. Math just comes naturally to some people. It's mostly practice and understanding the underlying principles. Yeah, but you can tell who's got the math gene and who doesn't. Tyler started a pattern where he'd show up unprepared, then copy my completed homework while I explained solutions. Second week, Tyler's approach changed. Instead of trying to learn, he just wanted access to my answers. Hey, can you send me your homework solutions? I'll study them later and figure out the methods. You should work through problems yourself. That's how you actually learn calculus. I learn better by seeing examples first. Different learning styles, you know? Tyler was developing elaborate justifications for academic laziness. Third week was worse. Tyler started bragging to other students about his sudden improvement in calculus. Finally clicked for me, he told Jessica and Mark. Some people are just naturally analytical. Once you understand the patterns, calculus is pretty easy. I watched Tyler explain concepts he'd copied from my homework, taking credit for mathematical insights he'd never developed himself. The key is thinking systematically about derivatives. Most people overthink it. Tyler was literally regurgitating explanations I'd given him, presenting them as his own mathematical intuition. Fourth week, Tyler got cocky. He started correcting other students using knowledge he'd stolen from our session. Actually, you're missing a step in that chain rule application, he told Sarah. You need to be more careful with composite functions. Sarah looked confused because Tyler's correction was wrong. He'd misunderstood my explanation and was confidently spreading misinformation. That's when I realized Tyler had no idea who he was getting his answers from. What Tyler didn't know was that I wasn't just another undergraduate student. I was a graduate teaching assistant for the mathematics department, and I helped grade exams for 3 different calculus sections, including Tyler's section. When midterm week arrived, Tyler was supremely confident. I've got calculus figured out now. Should be an easy A. I was in the grading room that evening with Professor Martinez and 2 other TAs working through the midterm exams. Here's an interesting one, I said, pulling Tyler's exam from the stack. Student attempted every problem but showed fundamental misunderstanding of basic concepts. Professor Martinez looked at the exam. This student confused the product rule with the chain rule on 4 different problems. Tyler scored 34 out of 100, one of the lowest scores in the class. When exams were returned, Tyler was devastated. I don't understand. I thought I had this stuff down. Tyler, there's a difference between copying solutions and actually understanding calculus. What do you mean copying? I studied your methods. You memorize procedures without learning when to apply them. That's not studying. That's academic dishonesty. Tyler's face went white as he realized what I was implying. Also, Tyler, I should mention, I'm a graduate TA who helped grade your exam. You're a what? I showed him my TA badge. I literally assigned your score. Those natural math skills you've been bragging about? I watched you struggle with basic derivatives for weeks. Tyler was staring at my credentials, understanding he'd been lying about mathematical ability to someone who professionally evaluates it. Every homework answer you copied, I knew exactly where it came from because I was the source. Tyler dropped the class the next day.